Alright, what's going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and welcome to a video giving you guys some really great Call of Duty tips and tricks on what score streak setups to use in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So a lot of people don't know the best setups to use in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because there aren't too many kill streaks. There aren't too many score streaks, I guess you can call them, in this game. But the thing about it is that they all have a lot of attachments to use. Each of them have about like 7 or 8 attachments to use, and you got to use them to your advantage. You can't overload on attachments. You can only use 3 at a time, but you shouldn't overload, because if you overload, then it's just going to be really hard to earn, and you don't want to use none, so it makes it so it's just a pure version of it, because they're usually not that good. So I'm going to give you 3 of my favorite setups to use, score streak setups to use, to give you guys the best possible game you possibly can. So the first setup is very, very simple. It's just system hack and UAV. System hack with the attachment that makes it so it flashes the screen for plus 50, which that attachment is called flash. It's just called flash kills an enemy, or no, what's called flashbangs all enemies for a short amount of time. It basically just flashbangs them once you call it in for a short amount of time, which is very, very useful, because if you do that when everyone's on a flag and domination, you can just run into it. They will not be able to see you, because their whole screens will be white for like 2 or 3 seconds. So you'll be able to just run in and just take them all out and be very, very easily. And then the next one, and then the UAV, I'm using the attachments extra time and what's that one attachment called? I totally forget what it's called. I think it's called threat detection. Threat detection is what it's called, and it's plus 300 and then plus 100 for the extra time. And this is the DNA bomb class setup right here. If you want to use if you're going for a DNA bomb, definitely use this score streak setup, because they're the non-lethal type setup. So the next setup is going to be the lethal setup. So these are for the lethal kill streaks. If you want to just demolish the game, if you want to go like, I don't know, get like a 450 plus like TDM or something like that, you just want to ball out, you want to pub stomp, I don't know, whatever, use these kill streaks with these types of attachments. So first things first, the aerial assault drone with the attachment to make it so it's AI controlled, which is very useful because I don't like controlling this thing whatsoever. The next, the bombing run for 725, and then the warbird for 900, which put the aggressor attachment on, which actually makes it so it's AI controlled. It does everything by itself, so you don't have to control it. And then last but not least, use the streaker wildcard to give you 4 score streaks, so you can go with paladin for with extra time attachment to make it so you're in there air longer. And then the last but not least score streak setup that I really like to use if you're a bad player. So if you're a bad player and if you're not that good, let's say you're just starting to play the game and you don't know what to use and you're not good at going on high streaks, use this one. Basically, it's the UAV, orbital care package, and remote turret, all with support. So you automatically earn them. Even if you die, you still earn them throughout your life. Only 3 kill streaks or score streaks that you can use with support. And for the UAV, you run threat detection and extra time attachments. And then for the orbital care package, run better odds, so you're not going to get something stupid from the care package. You're going to get something actually useful. And the remote turret with the 360 turret head, which is so freaking useful, and the sentry attachment, so you don't have to control it, so it could control itself and do its own thing, and you could go out and just fight yourself. So those are the 3 best score streak setups I very recommend you use. And it's just score streaks in this game are not as good as they used to be. They're not as good as they were. And let's say, I guess I'm gonna go with Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 had just amazing score streaks. Even Modern Warfare 2 had amazing score streaks. And I don't know why they're doing that with most the Call of Duties recently, at least, because Ghosts was like that. You know, the score streaks weren't very good, I guess you can say. And I'm really hoping that in the future they start to just make the kill streaks a lot better. I don't know when or if they're going to do it, because, I mean, it makes sense if they didn't, because people think score streaks as being overpowered, being too good, and that's what makes people, or Call of Duty developers, make the score streaks worse, because they're afraid they're going to be overpowered. And you definitely don't want something overpowered in the game. So that's my good explanation as to why the score streaks in this game aren't very good and why they're making them not very good. But only time will tell if they're going to start making score streaks a little bit more viable, a little bit more useful, a little bit more, I guess, something that I would actually want to run in one of my classes. Because in this game, you really can do okay with just running no score streaks. You can do fine. You could do really great, actually, if you just run no score streaks. I've done that before plenty of times. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. That's just giving you some of the best tips and tricks for using score streaks in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you didn't enjoy, then don't subscribe. I don't really care what you do. Just do whatever you need. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video. Peace.